How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. So today I'm back with another games design video. I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys one of my latest games that I have just finished working on. For lack of a better name, it's currently called Simplistic Shooter, so if any of you guys have any advice for what I should call it, then that would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, you can go ahead and click on the link in the description of this video if you want to check it out. I would highly appreciate any feedback on it, and I'll just go ahead and show you now how to download it. So if you go on the link and then click on download, if you don't want to pay for it, you can just say no thanks, take me to the downloads, and then it will give you the executable file which you can download. I believe depending on what antivirus software you have, it will go ahead and scan it just to make sure there's nothing malicious in it. Obviously there isn't anything malicious in it, but for the sake of proving so, I'll go ahead and open it up now, and I think AVG will go ahead and scan it, and then you guys can see that there's nothing bad in it. Alright, there you go, no problems found, onto the actual game. Alright, so when you first load up the game, you'll be presented with play or tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tutorial for the sake of the video. You'll notice overall that it is a very simplistic style, and that is because I'm a pretty shit artist, and so I was sort of trying to work around the constraints of my ability. But as you will see, the tutorial is very basic. You use WASD to move around and left click to shoot. You have two types of ammo, which is essentially the same, but it basically just allows you to shoot twice. So as you can see here, you shoot two at once with this ammo. So if you press 1 and 2, you can see you can toggle between the two. You can press 3 to consume a health pack. So here you see when you consume it, it will go down, and also over here your hit points will go up. And I believe you start off with 6 health in the main game, and you can eat over full health. So if you have health packs, you can eat over full HP. And number 4 will give you these traps. So as you can see, once you press 4, it will select the traps, and then you can place them down, and I believe they deal a couple of damage depending on what hits it. So if you run into it as well, you will damage yourself. As you see here, it takes a bit of your health away, so try not to run into your own traps. And pretty much all you have to do is survive for as long as possible. You probably saw as well that a little crate spawned over there. Essentially, if you collect those, you'll get ammo and, you know, additional resources such as bandages and traps. So yeah, basically over time more and more enemies will spawn, and depending on how you want to play, you can avoid them for as long as possible and maybe just shoot a few while you're running around, or you can go guns blazing and try and kill as many as possible. Now the idea is to survive as long as you can, and for every second you survive you will gain an additional point. However, if you kill an enemy, I believe you get 5 points, so it's kind of a balance between killing enemies and making sure that you don't get swarmed by them, because obviously as time goes on, more and more will spawn and it will get progressively more difficult. So as I mentioned before, you've got these crates, and these spawn in a couple of different locations. I believe you've got one on the right and left side, and then also a couple that spawn in the middle. And I think there's also a 1 in 20 chance of receiving one from an enemy when you kill it. So if you kill them, you'll see here they have this cheeky little death animation, which I think actually for a very simplistic art style looks quite effective, when they kind of like flop to the ground and look like they've fallen over. This was on purpose. I mean, it does look very simplistic, but I was sort of going for a certain style when I was playing around with how to make the game look decent, but not obviously require a decent artist. And I am trying to improve my artistic ability. I think certainly for the next game I work on, I'm going to focus quite a lot on developing a nice art style. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do for my next project, but I know I want it to be something where it has some interesting mechanics, but also visually is a little bit more interesting. But I think for this, the overall simplistic style does work quite well. I like how the level sort of gives it this feeling of depth, or I hope it does at least, because what I was going for was here you can see you've got like these little highlights and shadows and stuff, and then if you look up you'll see that here is like the darkest tone, then here's like a mid-tone, and then here it gets lighter, so it sort of gives you a sense of going down when you go down the stairs. And I also made it so your character goes slower when walking down the stairs, so just little things like that hopefully should give you a little bit of a sense of depth. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very simplistic concept and something that I've been working on over the last sort of 10 days. I just thought I would try and make something semi-decent and a little bit different to what I've done before. So if you guys want to leave me some feedback, that would be highly appreciated. If you want to make a video on it just to show off the game or give your opinion on it, then that would be absolutely awesome. Any YouTubers, just let me know, and I would love to see the videos. If you want to try and do like some kind of high score video, that would be really cool to see. But yeah, go ahead and check out the game if you want to. Leave me some feedback down below and let me know what score you get. Alright guys, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon for another video. Cheers guys, take it easy.